Microsoft Teams is an ultimate messaging app most of the organizations are using nowadays. It is vastly used for collaboration and communication, for meetings and file sharing purposes. Welcome, my name is Naseem, and in this video, we will try to understand how we can use Microsoft Power Automate to digitize and automate our business processes by using Microsoft Teams. In order to automate a given business process through Microsoft Power Automate, again we need to create a one of the flow. So go to New Flow and click on Instant Cloud Flow. Give it a name. Skip the next step. Once you landed on this onto this page, we can just search. So every time we are creating a new flow, it is asking us to use a specific trigger for this specific flow. So in here, it is asking the same. It is asking for a trigger. So although we are just going to manually trigger this flow because we are just creating it for our understanding and learning purposes, but when it comes to the real time, automation of a business process, we need to use a specific, we need to use a right trigger so that our automation flow could start at the right time to kickstart the automation. Let's try to understand what different type of triggers we have for Microsoft Teams. So to search for the Microsoft Teams, we just have to search for the Teams, click on the Microsoft Teams, and in here this list includes all of the triggers which we have in order to trigger a specific business process. Let's try to understand one of the trigger, which is when someone mentioned me. It happens in a group chat when someone mentioned you want to kickstart a specific automation flow. So this is the right trigger you can use. Once you use it, it will be asking whether this specific message you are receiving is through a channel in a team or a group chat. So this is how you can use it. We are not going to use it in this video. Let's delete it because we are just using to kickstart our flow manually. So manually trigger a flow. This is the trigger we are using. Now let's try to understand what are the different actions items we have under Microsoft Teams. So let's try to search Teams once again, and in here you will see the list of action items to automate a given business process using Microsoft Power Automate. So go ahead and try to explore this list. It has a number of different actions item which could be used to automate your business process using Microsoft Teams. For our learning purpose, we are going to use one of the Microsoft Team action item which actually sends a number of options to a user to get data from that specific user. So let's search. So this is the right action item we are going to use. Every time when we are learning a new tool, it is always a good idea to include a use case, and that is what we are going to do in this video. So let's try to implement this use case, and the use case is to collect users attendance data for specific days. So what will happen, this flow will be triggered on a specific scheduled time, and it will send a personal Microsoft Teams chat to the users and try to collect what they are doing through the options chain. So let's create this one. On the first option we have work from home. So it would be selected by the user if that specific user is working from home. The second option may be personal leave. Third option may be casual leave. Next option may be paid leave. This specific flow will be sending to the specific user. Under recipient field, we need to mention the email IDs of the recipient of this chat. So under recipient, you need to mention the email IDs of the users to whom you want to send this specific notification. Because we are in community version of Microsoft 365 instance, and Microsoft 365 creates some of the fake users for us. In one of the another Microsoft as tab, I have login by using one of the fake users data. So this is one of the fake user which is irrelevance, and we are just login into the Microsoft Teams of this user, right? So what we are going to do, we are trying to send this notification to this user through Microsoft Power Automate, right? Let's do it. Let me write down the email ID. It would be automatically captured. So let's select it. It is completed. Hit the save button. Wait for some instance and click on test. Manually test it. Just continue it and run the flow. Once it is running, go back to this users ADD. So you can see we have just received one of the notification from Microsoft Power Automate. So this is one of the functionality. Under here, all of the four options which we have mentioned in our flow are available to the user to select it. So let's select work from home, COVID-19 directions. Click on submit button. Once you click on submit button, the whole data, all what is the selection and what is the comment will be captured to that specific Power Automate flow which we have created. So go back to the Power Automate flow. In here you will see it is already completed. This instance of the flow is already completed. Let's try to understand what output we are receiving. So you can see the selected option is work from home, the same option which we have received from that specific user, and what is the comment as per COVID-19 directions. So this is how you can automate your business processes by using Power Automate and Microsoft Teams. I hope by now you would be able to automate your business processes by using Microsoft Teams. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.